Okay, this is my Leafan 125 pit bike. What we're going to do today is change the chain on it. Well, not change the chain, but I have to shorten the chain because of the back wheel I bought for it. Okay, this back wheel, brand new, looks brand new, yeah. But the only problem is, I think it's for like one of those Geo bikes, so I had to do some modifications in order to make it fit on this one. Like throwing extra washers and spacers and whatnot. As you can see, I already removed the chain from this sprocket and from down around here as well. Okay, and then there was a guide that was down here on the bottom where you can see the bolt holes there, where I had to remove the guide in order to get the chain off. Okay, so anyway, now we got the chain off the bike. So that wasn't really big whoop because the chain was too big for the bike anyway. So anyway, what we have to do now is, take a link or two out of the chain, and I'll explain how I did that. Okay, here is the chain that we have to shorten. Okay, you see that I already have it put in my vise. And what I did already is I removed this here, which is called the master link. Okay, so there's a little clip in the top right here, and you can kind of see the clip there on the top. And what I did, I removed the clip, and so the clip had to be slid out this way, the way my finger is pointing. Okay, that's the way the clip had to be slid out. And as well, if you can remember that, okay, when you put the chain back together, the clip has to go this way too. Okay, so anyway, what we need to do now is, like I said, we removed the clip from the master link, and this top piece here, the top piece of the master link, after you remove the clip, just comes right off. Okay, and then you can just pull it out from the bottom. Okay, so like I said, what we have to do here now is remove a couple of links using a grinder. So what we're going to do is remove this here, and then after that's removed, we'll put the master link in and see how it goes. Okay, so let's just see what we can do. I'm going to turn the camera off for now and get the grinder out and cut that couple of links off. Okay, so as you can see, the top of the chain here is nice and shiny. It's where I ground the rivets off. These here are rivets. So I ground the rivets off, and so my next point is to pull this top part off. So I'm going to have to end up popping that off with a screwdriver. So what I need to do is just get a screwdriver under there, pry it up, and hope it pops off without any trouble. Okay, so here we go. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, alrighty. So what I did now, I removed that top part. Here it is right here, the one that I ran the grinder over. And what I had to do, I had to pry that off with a hammer and a flathead screwdriver. So I popped the top off. Here's the link I popped out. And here's the remainder of what I have to get off this little piece right here. Now, so I guess in order for me to get that off, I'm going to have to pound the rest of that out with a pointy screwdriver or an awl or something, scratch awl. So I'm going to put it on pause, and I'm going to pound that out so I can shorten this chain link up. And then hopefully we can put that master link in and get things working here. Alrighty, here's the remainder of the link that I took out. This part here you may as well just throw away because, well, if you've taken a grinder to it like I have and ground the tops off of these right here, which I believe are called rivets, once you ground those off, it's no good, so you may as well just throw it out. you can always keep this part, which is obviously still good. So if you ever need to go and make the chain longer, you just go out and you buy a new master link. You know, you can make chain longer. But anyway, what I'm going to do is just going to take this and throw it in there because I keep everything. Okay, so next step is to put the master link in. So like I said, this shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, basically, what you have to do, like I said, is pop that pin out, which is not too hard to do. It's pretty easy. So just, we'll put it the way it's supposed to go. So we'll just slide that pin over to your right, and take this top part off again. Slide this up through the chain, where you remove your links, and voila, we should have a shorter chain. So let's see what happens, okay? Okay, we have the link inside the vise, and so like I said, with a hammer and a screwdriver, you just pound this clip off. Try not to lose it because you're going to need it. To the right, and then pull this top face off. So anyway, what we're going to do now is use the screwdriver, get this pin out, and yeah, then we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. So obviously, we have the let's see if I can get the right one there. We have the pin, or the the master link back in the chain. So now we're going to put it on the bike and see if it fits and see if I did my job correctly. Okay, so now the chain is on. So all I have to do now, before I take it for a ride, is to basically work on the adjusters and tighten the chain up because, well, it's still a little slack right now. It is tighter than it was, but like I said, I need to work on the adjusters, make it a nice snug fit, and not too snug. You want to have room for the wheel to move. Yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm just going to tighten the adjusters, and then hopefully we can go for a rip soon. Anyway, so that is basically how you remove a master link and shorten a chain, just in case any of you out there run into this problem. What I suggest, one other thing is, with these style of pit bikes, leaf in, whatever, unless you're prepared to be creative, I wouldn't buy one. They're hard to get parts for, and like I said, if you do get parts for them, no doubt it'd come off some other type of bike. Like I said, this rim probably fits on a Geo, so I had to do a little bit of customizing with spacers, and like I said, I had to shorten the chain as well because the sprocket on this is actually smaller than the sprocket that came off this one. This is the original wheel, which the bearings are blown out of one side of the wheel, so I had to replace it. So anyway, yeah, we'll do it and then see what happens. We'll take it for a rip and see what happens. Alright, thanks for watching, and use this if you want a guide to removing a chain, or don't. Later.